He told me to place my hand over the flame to prove my loyalty. Without hesitation, I did it. Satisfied, he turned away to answer a phone call, completely forgetting that I was still burning. When he finally looked back, my entire arm was on fire. He just smiled, because I wasn't human. I was a robot he had bought for $200,000. I was designed to feel, touch, just like a human, and to fulfill every desire a man could have. The moment I was powered on, I was programmed to love him. That day, Jerry took me to his friend's villa for a party. On the way there, I noticed the GPS didn't show the road we were on. Jerry said it was probably just a glitch, so I didn't think much of it. But when we reached the entrance, I suddenly froze. I was afraid his friends wouldn't like me. At that moment, I still didn't know I was a robot. Jerry said a few reassuring words, and I gathered my courage and followed him inside. Everyone was warm and welcoming. The owner of the villa, Jack, seemed especially impressed. He said Jerry was lucky to have found such a perfect girlfriend, but I caught a hint of greed in his eyes. That night, everyone drank, danced, and had a great time. No one knew a terrible plan was already taking shape. The next day, everyone planned to sunbathe by the lake. Jerry said he had something to take care of, and told me to go on my own. When I arrived, only Jack was there waiting for me. I felt uneasy, but since he was the host, I couldn't just leave. I sat down on a lounge chair beside him. He handed me sunscreen and asked me to rub it on his back. Reluctantly, I stepped closer. Then he dropped the pretense. He said Jerry had agreed to lend me to him for the day. He lunged at me. I fought back with everything I had. Desperate, I pulled a small knife from my pocket and stabbed him. Covered in blood, I returned to the villa. Everyone stared in shock. Robots are never supposed to hurt humans. Jerry immediately shut me down. When I was powered back on, I was tightly bound. I completely broke down. That was when Jerry finally told me the truth. I was a robot. I couldn't believe it.
Iris, do you know any foreign languages? How
¿Qué
about
está pasando?
Chinese?
这是怎么回事？
My system supported over a dozen languages, yet I had never known I wasn't human. After I calmed down, I realized something. I didn't care. All I wanted was to keep living with Jerry, just like before. Then Jack's girlfriend called Jerry away. Everything that had happened was part of their plan. They opened Jack's safe. Inside was $15 million in cash. Everyone there would split it evenly. The reason I was able to break the rule against harming humans was because Jerry had hacked my program. Once everything was restored, they could pin all the blame on me. They had already called the police. They were just waiting for them to take me away. What they didn't know was that I had amplified my hearing and caught every single word. I tipped the chair over, grabbed a knife from under the table, cut through the ropes, and ran into the woods. I also took Jerry's phone. If I could access the program that controls me, I could push my intelligence to its limits. Now it was my turn to fight back.